Welcome back. No, I'm just going to go back to welcome back.
Dude, I don't know. This is Russell Wilson resurgence here.
That's true.
Sean Payton to the Broncos.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Jocks to the round table. Let's ride.
There we go. Sean Payton to the
Broncos.
For a first and a second, I think. Or
Yeah,
did they
this
swap
year's
seconds,
first
maybe?
and next year's second.
Okay.
So Russ is back. Russ is going to be back.
Probably. I mean, short quarterback. Sean Payton.
Yeah. He is.
That's kind of his
Mr. Unlimited.
Dude, he's going to be back. He's going to be re-unlimited. He ran out of stock.
Although he probably needs to be Mr. Limited.
Maybe he needs to be limited a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially with, Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
On that team. Maybe run the ball a little bit more. I mean, Sean Payton's going to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no reason to not think that Sean
he's
Payton's going to figure it out.
definitely better than Nathaniel Hackett. So.
Yeah, that's not really giving a lot of credit.
He's definitely better.
Super Bowl champion head coach Sean Payton is definitely better than Nathaniel Hackett, coach less than a year.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree.
So.
Did you just fart over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also,
nice. Mad respectful.
Also, D'Amico Ryans to the Texans.
Don't like that as a potential future Colts fan.
I don't like it as a Titans fan.
Yeah.
But what about the Texans and D'Amico Ryans, like burying the hatchet, you could say, from, he sued the Texans.
I'd listened to that on part of my take. That ended up flipping. He ended up suing the field maintenance company.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It started off as suing the Texans, and they're like, dude, whoa, hold on.
We don't do that.
We don't take care of our field. Someone else does it. So we sued them.
Okay.
Speaking of taking care of their field, Titans, turf field.
They're not going to have to take care of it.
They don't have to anymore. It's going to be turf. Well, you still have to take care of it a little bit.
Yeah, but not near as much.
Pellets.
Not near as much. Though.
Yeah, it's much easier.
There would be some people on the podcast that say it's an idiotic move.
I would be one of those people.
When the face of your franchise has publicly said that he hates playing on turf.
J-Lo won?
No.
Oh, because he.
Yeah, but he's probably not going to be the face of your franchise for much longer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Malik Willis.
When Derrick Henry says that he does not like playing on turf, like he can feel the difference, and like he doesn't.
I thought it was Turks Burks.
Feel comfortable like cutting and stuff on turf, and then you decide to move to turf. That's just like a big FU to him.
Yeah.
It's.
In my opinion.
I don't know. In my opinion, it's dumb. I'm a grass guy. I believe in investing the money to have a good, properly taken care of grass field. That's what I believe in.
What? Say that again?
I believe in spending the extra money to have a well-manicured grass field.
Oh, I do too. Like, that's the problem. Is it's not... So I read an article about it, and the Titans said that they believe, because last year the Titans had the most lower body injuries of any team in the league or something like that.
Yeah.
And they said that they believe that going to turf will cut down on that because it's this new turf that's supposed to be super nice. Well, here's the thing. Just pay extra money for have a good groundskeeper come in, because the Titans field's shit.
It's bad field.
It's always
at the Music City Bowl, that was the first time I'd been back to Nissan Stadium since that 49ers game we went to. Dudes were just falling all over the place. It had barely rained maybe the night before.
It's bad every year.
Dudes were just falling down.
It gets bad every year. And, I'll admit that as a Titans fan. The field is bad. But you know what you can do to prevent that?
You invest money in it.
Invest money in it.
Which the multi-billionaire owner should have no problem doing.
No,
apparently she does have a problem doing.
Well, I don't think...
she's getting the city for 71% of her stadium.
See, here's the thing. Well, that's a smart business move.
No, she's a scumbag. Pay for your own toys, billionaires. Eat the rich.
Yeah, but it's bringing in Nashville money.
That's what they say.
It is.
I'm not going to see any of that money. What do I care?
They're going to host a Final Four.
I'm not going to it unless Kentucky's in it. I might go to it.
What if we get free? What if I get 2 free tickets to Final Four?
Okay. No, get 3, dude. 2's a date. Come on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go on a date with me to the Final Four?
No, I would.
Yeah.
I'd put out too.
Yeah. like lower bowl, but here's the problem. Okay.
I wish I could say pause right now, but I can't.
It's Louisville, Duke versus Arizona, Gonzaga. Louisville, Duke, Arizona, and Gonzaga.
I will be the biggest Arizona fan you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, so you would go.
Yeah. I'd paint up for Arizona.
Okay. Actually, no. Forget Gonzaga. Indiana. We're putting Indiana in there.
That's much.
I know.
I mean, I'm a much bigger Arizona fan now.
What about? All right, instead of Arizona, it's Louisville plays Wisconsin. Indiana plays Duke.
Wisconsin. I have no ill will towards Wisconsin.
Okay, it's just Frank Kaminsky.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Sam
about
Decker.
Sam Decker?
Sam
What
Decker.
about Nigel Hayes?
No, I don't really remember him that well.
He was.
Yeah, I do. I had to listen to that game on the radio.
Nigel Hayes was awesome.
He was a good player.
I liked him.
Oh, am I supposed to call Will?
Yeah, because I have
can,
notes,
yeah.
so I didn't really want to call. And then I don't know. Did we talk last week about Frank Reich? I think we did. I think we mentioned it. It's not really a big,
Frank Reich.
not really a big pop, honestly. For being honest.
We're on the pod.
John Alex, what do you have to say about the Titans having turf?
Yes.
So there's kind of a flawed argument out there about turf. And what they point to is, oh, well, half the stadiums have it, the other half don't. And the injuries on those surfaces are about the same. That could be true. However, when you hear players like Andrew Whitworth talk about the differences in playing on a grass field and then a turf field, and the turf isn't forgiving and it hurts more the next day. So let's say the Titans played at the Colts on a turf field, and then the next week they played at home on a grass field. Well, are their tendons more apt to have an injury because of the game on the turf field the week before? They weren't able to fully recover. Now we have an injury on a grass field. I wonder how many injuries are a result of that exact scenario.
That's a fair point.
There's a
I
carryover
never thought
effect.
about that. Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
That is a very good point.
And so I hate turf. Like, football is meant to be played outside on grass.
I agree.
The Super Bowl should be played. It should just be a random stadium every year.
On
And
grass.
if it's cold, it's cold. If it's bad weather, it's bad weather.
It's great.
That's
They
part
should
of-
put
that's part of
32
football.
ping pong balls in a
Like have a lottery.
have a
for the
lot.
Super
And it's
Bowl.
just whichever one.
They should do 64, 2 for each team. That also determines the draft site. So, like, randomly, some team will also get the draft and the Super Bowl. Just be the
Yeah.
mecca of football for 4 months.
yeah,
No, that would be no, but that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
it'd be sick. I mean, it'd be fun. I hate turf from playing baseball on turf,
That's fair.
which was miserable,
No.
especially as an outfielder.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I 100%.
Dude
agree.
hits a line drive at you and it bounces over your head.
It
and
skids.
it just murders your self confidence.
Like,
Yeah.
You jump for a line drive that bounced 10 feet in front of you and it just goes over
And
your
then-
head and you're like, dude, come on.
And the next one you're thinking it's going to do that and it just skips.
it skips and hits you in the shin.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, come on, this is the worst.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
Now, I will say this, sliding on turf,
Nice.
so much fun.
Yes.
You start your slide probably 18 feet from the bag.
You just
You just keep going.
You
And
look like
don't
Trey
lose
Turner
speed,
does.
like as fast as you do.
you look like Trey Turner on
Yeah,
dirt.
you look like an MLB player sliding on dirt, but you have to have turf to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
like Trey
I had to
Turner's
cut-
full slides.
So like
yeah,
on
that's
dirt,
you.
my slides were like between 12 and 14 out, and then on turf they're like 16, 17, 18 feet out.
Wow.
You get like that much more distance. It's kind of awesome.
That is cool. Yeah, I mean, we had to play a few football games on turf, and it sucked. I hated it.
I never played football on turf.
I never played football on turf. We had so our practice field was half turf, half grass. Then when it rained, we would go on the turf. We had like 60 yards of grass, like, and then like probably like a 30 to the side on turf.
Yeah.
And
I think maybe I did a 7-on-7 on turf. That's about it.
but what's bad is like my head coach cared so much about like the game field and the practice field, like keeping it so nice that if it was really bad and muddy, we just went out in front of the school. We made the band that's where the band practiced because they had it lined off
yeah.
for the band,
Yeah.
and like they're like, no, y'all
Kick
waiting.
them out. Get them out of here.
Y'all wait until 5.
Nerds.
I mean, there's
Florida,
only 12 people.
Florida beat Tennessee.
Wow.
Huge win.
Wow. Will?
Will, what do you have to say?
I mean, college basketball, you can lose any game you want on the road.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean,
The home court advantage is in college basketball is probably the greatest advantage in any sport.
Think it's better than football?
Depends.
Yeah, it depends on where you're
Yeah,
at.
probably. Just because, I mean,
well, I mean, I know like at the O-Dome, like you're like right on top of them.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida's really. Florida's.
When Florida's good, it's like up there.
No,
for
it depends on
best
where you are.
home
I mean,
court
obviously
advantage.
Cameron.
Yeah.
and you're putting
UNC's
a
is
ball
not at
that
all.
fits in
That's what I've heard.
to a small ball into a
Louisville.
small
I didn't think Louisville was.
That's because they suck.
So just shooting on a rim that you're not used to
Yeah,
is different.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Tough scene.
Yeah. That's just a huge win. Like,
No, big win for Florida, but also like not exactly a backbreaker for Tennessee.
No, not at all.
no, not really.
They're still on that 1-2 line.
Yeah.
I mean, they were only 5.5 favorites going into that game, which I looked at that this morning and saw that. I was kind of shocked it wasn't more.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Tennessee would be fine. This is a big win for Florida in terms of
March.
looking down the line.
Yeah, because Florida's a bubble team.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't even on the bubble before that win.
Probably not. No, I mean, without this win, it would take winning the SEC to get in. With this win, I think they can. If they continue to improve throughout the year, they can
If they
get in with
get-
a make it to Sunday.
Their next two are Kentucky, Bama.
Or Kentucky.
If they can, and then they play Kentucky at home later.
I don't
If
want to be
they
that
can
guy, but
win one of those three. that
at
would be
Kentucky,
huge.
I guess would be quad one for Florida, but Kentucky at Florida, unless Kentucky drastically improves by then. Kentucky at
Yeah,
Florida
but it
would
would still
quad
be
one.
like a solid.
Yeah.
It'd be a good win.
Quad two. It's good.
Yeah.
Quad twos are good. There's just a huge gap between
Yeah.
quad one and quad two. They need to correct that, but they have decided not to do that. You want to talk to games?
Yeah, let's talk about the game.
I've got brief notes.
Okay.
Brock Purdy.
Tommy John.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
That just like sucked for the Niners.
I sent this on Twitter. I don't remember which group, but Bryce Harper had that injury, and basically single-handedly won the NLCS for the Phillies. I'm just saying. Some people say that swinging a bat and throwing a football is different. I don't know. I'm not saying that. Some people have said it, but I didn't say that.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
That stinks.
that
That was a Debbie Downer.
And then the
feel
other
terrible for the
quarterback
Niners.
gets a concussion.
yeah.
And then you have to put Purdy back in, and he
And
literally
it's
can't
like,
throw
oh,
the
I
ball.
wonder if they're going to pass here.
It was just kind of like pointless at that point.
Yeah, that was a
that's-
real Debbie
that's
Downer
tough.
kind of early in the game to be
Yeah.
like,
So I saw a very funny tweet that said there's something about like disrespecting the Eagles. It was like, I understand Purdy got hurt, but the Eagles just put up 31 points on the league's best defense. I was just like, brother, do you not understand how football works? And
field
when you're
position had a
getting
little bit to do with that.
short field from turnovers and the other defense is having to play 40 minutes, it gets a little easy to score.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%.
People's lack of football understanding on Twitter it shouldn't blow my mind anymore, but it always blows
There's
my
always
mind.
something.
There's
new.
always something. People are idiots.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Not much else to say about that game.
Well, so have the Eagles had kind of an easy path to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Is this a Mickey Mouse?
Is it Mickey Mouse?
It's Mickey Mouse.
You think?
Well, if they win it, I don't think it's
I know,
a Mickey
I mean,
Mouse
if you
NFC
beat-
championship.
Yeah. If you beat the Chiefs,
I do think the fact that they haven't really had to battle in these playoffs, there's that weird aspect of if they get in a close game, how
Yeah.
are they going to handle it?
Yeah, it's been a month since they were in a close game, at least.
yeah.
And that was against the Giants' backups.
You know, you can say, well, they're winning. That's all that matters. I get it. I'm on board with that. Just keep an eye on it. But
I mean, I hope it's.
your nerves are rattled, your butthole gets a little tight.
I hope they're fine because I'd rather them win than the Chiefs.
I would just rather it be a good game.
But
That's for sure.
Yeah, I want it to be a good game.
That's what I'm hoping for.
So Chiefs Bengals.
I have a couple notes on that.
okay.
First one is I bet on the Chiefs and I found myself rooting for the Bengals and I'm not really sure why. But like as I'm sitting there watching, I know that I have money on the Chiefs to cover, and I was cheering for the Bengals. Like not like
I've done that
openly
before,
cheering, but
like-
I was rooting for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about it. Why
I bet one, by the
do
way.
you hate the Chiefs? Like, what is it about them? I would love to hear from everybody. What
Mahomes'
is it-
brother.
I see. Here's the other part. I don't think I would have been rooting against the Chiefs if Tony Romo hadn't have been calling the game. There's something about Tony Romo and Mahomes that is just like
Well, it pisses you off.
he loves him too much.
Well, I think
And I get it. Like he's cool and he's good, but it's like
I don't really think he's that cool.
no, I think he's kind of a nerd.
I think on the field he's cool.
well, I think,
I'm not talking about out the field.
Here-
On the
here-
field, he's very cool in the way he operates.
Like in the
It's
way
cool.
he plays the game.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Here's why
He
I
does
don't.
the showy stuff, the flashy stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he doesn't like.
I was just talking about like in general.
He does the cool, flashy stuff. He hits the home run to the third deck and then just puts his head down and jogs. He's not like doing the Baker Mayfield stuff. Like
Yeah,
when Baker
yeah,
Mayfield
yeah.
gets a first down on 2nd and 3.
Yeah, but he
It's
also
like, dude, you
like,
dumped it off to Nick Chubb.
every time he gets touched, he like looks at the ref, like looking
No, I
for a
agree.
flag.
He does do
No,
that. Yeah,
he's-
he's a little prima donna.
Here's
action.
why I don't like the Chiefs. I think Mahomes is soft, and everybody sucks off Mahomes,
Yes.
and he was born on third base, and he thinks he hit a triple. Now he's good. I'm not saying that he's not good,
Yeah, he's
but
very
he
skilled and
went
talented.
to the
Like,
perfect situation for him.
yeah.
Credit to the Chiefs for that.
Credit,
Yeah.
and that is credit to the Chiefs. They did.
Good grief, you just threw Will on the ground from the table.
Yeah. I mean, they did everything right,
Yeah.
but
I
I get
don't know.
tired
I think
of that.
I don't like the Chiefs because people like
everybody.
have prematurely like
Crowned them.
been like, oh, like they're a dynasty, and it's like, well, they've only won one.
I saw
And
Taylor Lewan tweeted something
Dynasty.
like, can y'all chill out about like all the Patrick Mahomes, hey, blah blah blah, dynasty. And Dave Portnoy retweeted was like dynasty. Like,
Dynasty
are
of
you
one.
Sure, you sure about that? That's
and-
kind of part of it.
Was it
and
they,
like people
Early
like
crowning.
already talking about like, oh, Mahomes could be the GOAT, and it's like, sure, like
Technically,
that
he
is
could
a
be.
possibility.
in 20 years?
but
Yeah.
like
That's way
let's
down the
wait
road.
until he's like in year 15.
Yeah, no, it's definitely that's a huge part of it. Is kind of
Yeah.
just the early crowning of oh, they're the best, they're the best, they're the best. It's like they're not yet.
Yeah.
We might end up looking back and being like, yeah, they were one of the best teams ever, but like they're not yet. So
Yeah.
just chill out. Let's just
I'm
enjoy
going to
it.
tell you when it started for me. I can remember this very, very vividly. A lot of it because it coincided with Madden in a Madden league that we were in.
Okay.
I remember whatever Madden it was. I'm not. Maybe 19 was when he first. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been Madden 19. Anyway, whichever Madden it was, he he started the game in Denver at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Smith was the quarterback. Like the Patriots had beaten the Chiefs, or the Chiefs had beaten the Patriots that year opening night.
Right.
Kind of embarrassed them a little bit. And they drafted Mahomes. He played the last game of the year. They ship Alex Smith out of town, and Mahomes throws that like 70-yard in the air bomb to Tyreek Hill. I think it was against the Falcons in a preseason game, and the hype train started going. And I
Yeah.
remember I was like, that'll be fun, and like he'll probably throw like 15, 20 interceptions, but it'll be fun. And of course he wins MVP that year. But going into that game, Patriots and Chiefs, this is back, I would watch First Things First with Nick Wright and Chris Carter.
Yeah.
And when Chris Carter was on the show, it was a pretty good show. Because Nick Wright couldn't just say stupid shit because Chris Carter would check him.
Oh yeah.
and they were talking about, this game is really going to be like a passing of the torch, Brady to Mahomes. And I was just like, hold on a minute. Why is this a passing of the torch? Like, what have they done? What has he done to deserve a torch passing in year 2? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it really bothered me. And it was a weird game because the Patriots kind of were in control of it, except for about this like 10 to 15 minute stretch where the Chiefs did what the Chiefs do. Tyreek Hill made some of the stupidest plays I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like the fastest human I think has ever played football, like game speed. I think he is.
That's fair.
And in every direction.
Right.
But it was that moment. That's when it started for me. Is when they really started irritating me. And then in that playoff game, they got fucking dominated that first half. Scored 0 points.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sick of hearing about it. Like, I'm sick of hearing about it. And that's one thing that kind of irritates me about watching these playoffs right now. If Belichick was playing these team, that Chiefs team, he had, let's say he had the offense they used to have, right, with Tom and all of that, they'd beat the Chiefs by 14. He would shut that shit down. And it makes me so mad that these other defensive coordinators can't do it. It irritates the frick out of me that they can't do it.
Yeah, I agree.
So frustrating.
That's fair.
Freaking watch that playoff game. I sent y'all a clip on Twitter.
Yeah.
They were bitching. Y'all want to complain about refs? The Patriots got every call. Bitch, the only reason you scored a go-ahead touchdown is you got 4 first downs on 4 penalties.
Yeah,
And then
that's
you
true.
scored. You literally got down to the 2-yard line on arguably the worst offensive pass interference pick play I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
3 people committed offensive pass interference.
Yeah, the one to Watkins, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There were tackles made by the offensive players. And that play right there, that whole scheme, that is the entire reason Bill Belichick wanted pass interference reviewable. He didn't care about defensive pass interference. He wanted offensive pass interference reviewable.
Yeah.
It was that play that did it. And then the next year, in 19, when the Chiefs ended up winning it that year, they played New England. Kristen, you came out here to Elizabeth's house to watch it with me.
Yeah.
The Patriots lost by 6 or 7. Now keep in mind, this is like after AB has blown up. They've cut AB. Like the Patriots have a Julian Edelman on his last legs and N'Keal Harry. That is their offense at this point. And if y'all remember, N'Keal Harry scores a touchdown. They call him out of bounds. You can see it clear as day. His foot was in bounds.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Belichick had challenged 2 offensive pass interferences in that game and had no challenges left.
Oh, yeah.
And then, on another play, Kelsey gets stripped, and Gilmore has picked it up the year he wins Defensive Player of the Year. He's had an unreal year. He's picking it up and is about to run it back.
Yeah.
And they call it dead.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So it takes, on both of those possessions, the Patriots had to kick 3. That's 8 points that got taken off the board. Patriots lose by 6 or 7 points. You do the math.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm sick and tired. Ever since Mahomes has taken over, the Chiefs, in crucial moments, have gotten more calls than I've ever seen a team get. Ever. And that's the thing. I don't care about overall penalties. Overall penalties, that's a matter of your team discipline. That's what that comes to.
Yeah.
But in these crucial moments, there is not defensive holding. There's not hands to the face. Like, that doesn't happen that often in crucial moments. I refuse to believe it. They have to be looking for it to happen. And the Chiefs, again, on that last play, first of all, that is a very big, because they're all about slowing stuff down. Joseph Asai made contact with Mahomes right as he exited out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And so
Well, let alone that there was holding.
there was at least
A couple of them, yeah.
And that's where I get irritated, is it's like, I don't think the Chiefs were the better team. I think the Bengals played awful and were better still. And then, they had a fluky Mahomes just like fumbles that ball that kept them in the game. I get it. But
Yeah, but I mean that.
when there are blatant holds right in front of you, you have to call it. Like, you have to call it. I hate the whole, we don't want to we let that stuff kind of go towards, no. If you would call it in the first quarter, it should be called in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You can look at there's a block in the back on the punt return, too,
Yeah.
that set them up.
Yeah.
Blatant.
But that is why fans get so frustrated, is it shouldn't matter the time in the game.
No, a flag's a flag. Like,
uniform throughout. Same, and this is my gripe with basketball. The way things are called in the playoffs, they should be called in the regular season.
Yep.
Like, it should be called the same way throughout the game. That is how officiating should work.
yeah.
I mean, it was a really good game. Mahomes, awesome on a questionably hurt ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best power for it all.
The only other note that I had was, remember when Harrison Butker was out for like 4 games and Kansas City had that like backup defensive back just bombing kickoffs out the back of the end zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only other thing that I had for that game. That was dope.
Yeah, it was. That was cool.
We can all remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him back.
Yeah. Just
Why didn't the
just
Cowboys
get rid
trade
of
for
Butker.
him in the playoffs?
Yeah, they should have. Dude.
Yeah. Anyway.
But prediction, Super Bowl prediction, are we doing that next week? This week?
Next week.
I thought we were.
I think we
gonna
can
do it
save him.
next week. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Otherwise, we'll have literally nothing to talk about next week.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is there anything else, real quick, we wanna?
The 4th and 6 pass to Jamar Chase, that was cool.
Yeah.
Let's do the cliche thing here.
Okay.
Everybody loves comparisons, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, let's say, we know everything that's happened, and like we know the popular thing is going to always be to say, well, it's going to be right now. It'll be Burrow and Mahomes. Let's just look at coaching staff, contract situation, their head coach, all that kind of stuff. Let's take it all into account. Who is going to be the great QB rivalry for the next 10 years in the AFC? Here are your options. Sean Payton and whoever his quarterback is in Denver. I think he's always going to have a good quarterback as long as he's in Denver.
Yeah.
You've got Herbert and the Chargers, Trevor Lawrence, Burrow, Josh Allen, Mahomes. Don't left anybody out. Will Levis.
Will Levis and Jeff Saturday?
Ravens.
Not Jeff Saturday.
And Lamar, or if Lamar goes somewhere else.
I think Lamar's going to Atlanta. Okay, hey, here's what we'll say. Just for the fun of it, just for the sheer fun of it, we're going to say Lamar and Mike McDaniel.
Okay.
In
Miami.
Oh, I was thinking
Just for
Mike
the fun of
McCarthy, and I was like, "What, are the Cowboys going to switch over to the AFC?" No, I get it now.
Dude,
Okay.
what about
Mike McDaniel.
Deshaun Watson?
Could be.
Uh,
I don't know about the
he
head coaching
looked really bad
situation.
at football this year.
Here's
I know,
okay. So
I was just kidding.
I'm kind of hesitant on putting on whatever my selection being having Burrow, because I don't know how things are going to shake out once they have to pay him.
Yeah.
They're going to get rid of T. Higgins.
That's so I've already been seeing mock
Yeah.
trades for T. Higgins. What do you? I mean,
They definitely keep Chase.
you got to
Like,
you got to pay
I'm not
Burrow
going
and
to be
Chase.
shocked if they trade to Higgins this offseason.
You got to pay them too.
Yeah.
What kind of hit does that take on the defense? What kind of hit does that take on an already bleeding offensive line? I don't know. He's really, really good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I said, like, GM, everything, top to bottom. Because
I mean-
I think
And maybe
Mahomes
he's
is
good
not-
enough to cover up those
Yeah, he
holes
might be.
down the line. He's not yet, but down the line.
And maybe he'll take a little bit less to.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't have to. It'd be really. I saw a tweet that said how funny it would be if they said like they previously been like, Joe Burrow's probably, whenever he resigns, is probably going to reset the QB market.
Yeah.
How funny would it be, though, if he just took like $20 million a year and said, I don't care about the market?
Yeah. Like, even if he just took $5 million less than what he would get, like, that would make a difference.
Huge. But either way, that's not the.
But, yeah. I don't know. I think.
Examine everything. Examine their contracts.
I think.
Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, they're about to have massive contract hits.
Yeah, because Mahomes hasn't hit yet, right?
No.
This was the first year.
This is the first year?
But, I mean, it goes up.
Well, then
like, it's going to go up more.
Okay. Well, so is the cap.
Well, yeah. But
Okay, so regardless of who my second is, my first is going to be Mahomes.
Oh,
Yes.
I have no reason not to put him there, right?
I mean, I think the Jags are in a great spot.
I got a kind of a fun one that we haven't said yet. Kenny Pickett.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
That one too.
Can you take
I like Pickett. I think he's pretty good.
I need to see a year where they can score 24 points a game consistently.
And hopefully it's going to be big getting a new offensive coordinator for him.
How long are we doing this for?
10 years.
The next decade.
Does it start next year?
Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, like, over the next, whatever it is, 3 or 4 years, the Jags are in a great spot. Not having, like, Lawrence is still on rookie deal.
Yeah.
Added Ridley. They need a very good defensive draft.
Yeah, they do.
And free agency. They need corners. They need
'cause
Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker to develop.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, their defensive pieces are two young guys still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really
need
young.
Secondary.
I think they could use an interior guy.
They really got really good linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Lloyd
do.
and
Lil
Vaughn.
On
Yeah.
Devin Lloyd, I love them.
Yeah, I'm going to...
And I mean,
It's
I think
hard
Lawrence
not
is
to
gonna
say-
keep getting better.
It's
so.
really
I
hard
can't
not to
say
say
Jackson.
Chiefs and Bengals. It's really hard not to say Chiefs.
I can't say
you know
Jackson.
that's
Oh,
one,
yeah, that's
though.
true.
I can't say Jacksonville, so I'm going Chiefs Bengals.
It's hard not to say.
because here's
Because
my,
we've already had it twice now, right?
Yeah.
it's Chiefs Bengals,
Huh?
but this is
AFC
why
Championship games.
the Bills contract
What?
they
the
are
Bengals
in,
beat last year.
They beat
the Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
it's back to back.
the Bills are in hell. Have you looked at their cap situation?
Cap's
That's
not
the
real.
Buffalo's about the opposite
This
of Bill.
was a
Okay,
win.
very funny.
This was a win or bust year for the Bills. Like their
They're done.
caps is what sucks.
Like they're losing. They're
Unless
gonna have
they
to
just
lose
start hitting in the
Poyer,
draft, like
Poyer, Edmonds, Milano. Like all three of those guys are probably gone. They can't afford them.
yeah.
Lano to come to Indy.
Yeah, this was like
I want Poyer
last
to
year
come
and
to
this year was.
Tennessee so I can see his wife.
Bonk. I don't know. What are y'all's picks?
Chiefs Bengals.
Chiefs, Bengals. It's hard not to
Yeah.
pick them just because
I
we've
can't-
seen it the last 2 years.
I'm refusing to say that other team.
Jags.
I think the Jags.
If you could,
can,
would you?
I think the Jags can
If you weren't a
insert
Titans
I don't
themselves.
trust their coach.
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Jags, especially for the next 4 years, can really insert themselves into that
Allegedly.
conversation.
Hypothetically, they could.
Sherm, what you
And then
got?
maybe after that too, but like,
He's got Will Levis and Jeff Saturday.
Not Jeff Saturday, dude. I don't want Will Levis to play for Jeff Saturday.
Will
With
Levis
Sean
and Ben
Payton
Johnson.
decision,
He said he's not leaving.
I think
Lions
Lions,
offensive
those
coordinator.
with Sean going into that division, I think it's really, rustled up a little bit. Between the Chargers and the Chiefs,
I don't trust them.
those could be games where he completely dominates them, or they share, win throughout the year. I don't see the Colts getting better anytime soon.
I mean,
They'll be better than last year. Yeah, hopefully.
They will.
I don't know what the Titans'
And Jeff Saturday.
offensive situation will be the next 2 to 3 years.
no, Will Levis. 0-2.
Saturday.
0-2.
The Texans will have a lot of rebuilding to go. So I actually do think that the Jags, but I'm not going to say the Jags Chiefs. I'm going to say the Jags Bengals.
Okay.
The Big Cats.
That's fair.
I feel like I can't not. I mean, we've seen it twice now.
Yeah, I mean, if the Chargers got a new head coach, I'd possibly throw them into it.
Yeah, I'm not riding with Staley. That's for sure. No chance.
I mean, if Russ is back, you can maybe throw the Broncos in there.
Mr. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
What do y'all think Sean Payton's going to do when he comes in there? Do you think like Russell Wilson's like, Coach, I've been really wanting to do this, and he's just going to look at him and go, "Shut up, we're doing this."
He's gonna be like, "No, we're gonna go back to how it was in Seattle, and you be kind of
game
just
manager.
work within the system."
I feel like he kind of softens it a little more than that. Like Russ is like, "Dude, I've been thinking we should do this." He's like, "Okay, those are some good ideas, but what about this?" And then he says like the complete opposite. And then Russ, being a people pleaser, is like, "Yeah, no, for sure,
For
yeah,
sure,
no,
for sure, yeah.
I like that too." Like that's probably what's gonna happen.
I mean, it's Sean Payton. Like,
Yeah.
Let's not forget, Sean Payton once had a movie made about him with Kevin James
that's
playing.
true. That's true.
Not a lot of people can say that.
How like angry do you think Jerry Jones is that he's never gonna have
dude, like-
Sean Payton be his head coach?
That's crazy town to me. Also,
Yeah.
like, how angry is he that he's just like, I mean, objectively, he just got outbid for his dream head coach by the Walmart family, and
Yeah.
he's Arkansas and Texas are right there next to each other.
Yeah.
Like, and
He's an
huge
Arkansas
he's
guy.
a huge
at
Arkansas fan.
He went to Arkansas.
He has the Razorbacks come and play in Jerry World every year now.
He won a natty at Arkansas.
Yeah. Like, how mad does that make him? Maybe not mad, but just like old and crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely frustrated.
Not gonna do anything.
What if they trade McCarthy for Sean Payton?
I mean, the
Well, I mean,
Broncos
and
would still
like a
be better than
first-round
they
pick.
were last year.
What if they traded McCarthy and Micah Parsons for Sean Payton?
That'd be great for the Broncos.
I think it'd also be great for the Cowboys.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like,
Both
getting
teams
Micah
win
Parsons
there.
would be like, that'd be
But
awesome.
you also have to have Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, but that'd be better than Nathaniel Hackett.
I also think that Mike McCarthy would be happier too.
That's fair.
He gets to keep his stud pass rusher and
Yeah, not have to
Not
worry
have
about
Dak.
Jerry Jones
Or Dak.
or Dak. Yeah,
Or the kicker guy.
Brett Maher.
Maher.
Do we want to go to fully torque because we're past what we said we were going to go?
yeah.
What are we at?
37.
Let me talk about the Yankees.
We know that you want to get rid of Josh Donaldson. Okay, so just
He's the bringer of rain.
does anybody know they're fully torqued?
Dude, I just stared at the roster in disbelief at where it is.
I have a question for you.
It's
Are they
objectively
doing Pro
bad.
Bowl? Is that still going to be a thing?
Yeah, Tyler Huntley's a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Oh my God. They need to just quit that, man.
It's a flag football game this year.
I don't want to watch that.
I mean, I'm
either.
definitely not going.
No,
They
If-
objectively need to get rid of the
No,
Pro
was
Bowl.
it- who said it?
Every bit of it.
Was it you that one of y'all said if it was lineman, it would be really good? Somebody told me
said
that.
Was it Will?
John Alex.
Oh, it was John
It
Alex
was John
Satko.
Alex. Yeah.
I was hoping to give somebody else credit.
Oh, that would be.
It was
I would watch
Judson.
that.
No, it was not.
It was Rowan.
Former member of Jocks of the Round Table.
I should bring him on one time just for fun.
With Judson?
Yeah, Judson.
I mean, his wife would have to come too, I guess. But
Yeah.
Whoa, pause.
to the pod
Okay, fully torqued.
Come to the pod.
and be on the pod.
Oh,
You need to relax.
on the pod.
My fully torque is it's got like 3 days left, basically, working at Empower.
That's exciting.
There you go.
Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day, but
Make sure you wear your shirt.
yeah. Oh, I need to wash my sweatpants. Actually.
My fully torqued is. I was gonna say Ant-Man coming out, but I can do that in a week
It's
or two.
what? It's what?
Uncle Man. Ant-Man, what's that about a transgender? A transgender sibling having a child?
And
What did you
Huh?
say?
I don't know.
Gentleman would make more sense than Uncle Man.
That's true.
Uncle Man makes complete sense.
Well, yeah, because he's just
That's just an uncle.
yeah.
My
Yeah,
my fully
I don't know.
torqued is my work is having a pizza party tomorrow
On a Thursday?
on a Thursday, and for like no reason. It's just like thanking everybody, wants to get everybody together. So we're getting what'd I say?
Pizza.
No,
No, it's something with an M.
yeah, it's something with the M. It's Joey's brother.
Marco?
Marco?
Oh, no, I know you're
Joey.
talking about.
Joey's House of Pizza.
Oh. Oh, is it like the same style?
Yeah, it's the same
I need
pizza.
to go
Yeah,
there.
dude, it's literally 11 to 3 as well.
So
Yeah.
it's the same place, okay? Just a different name.
Yeah,
Well, I need to go there.
it's good.
Hey, what if Kentucky
Like
went
Marco's
undefeated
or
in
something.
February?
Mark, yeah, maybe.
What if Kentucky went 7-0 in February?
I would be sad because that'd be 2 losses for Florida.
I know, but that'd be cool for me, though.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you have a fully torqued? You're not fully torqued about anything.
No, dude. Like the past couple days, and I'm not gonna go on a rant, but the past couple days, I've like literally just pulled up, either just straight up the 40-man or like roster resource on Fangraphs or whatever, and just been like, how is this supposed to be successful?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. But that's just me. It makes no
Bless
sense
you.
to me at all.
Thank you.
My fully torqued is Ant-Man coming out in a couple weeks
All right,
because I can't think of anything else.
Sure.
Aaron Judge literally has to repeat the best season in American League history in order for this team to be successful.
Christian, you better
That's
take
not
some
how it
Viagra
works.
For that fully torqued.
What?
You better take some Viagra for that fully torqued.
Okay.
It's gonna be a long boner.
Oh, because it's way out in the future? How far out is that movie?
It comes out the 16th.
It's a ways
Or no,
off.
the 17th.
It's a ways off.
It's the day after Will leaves. Yeah.
Good. It's a ways off.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm gonna say mine.
Because I've already talked about Florida winning, so.
What have I got going on soon? Kentucky's first. Is that right? Someone else go. I'm about to blast. The
John
commissioner of
Alex
the
or
SEC.
Sherm?
Shermer will.
Did John
What?
Alex go?
Yeah, John Alex went.
Okay,
Empower.
never mind. We're good.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was their
What?
first SEC Saturday.
Yo,
game.
What are
Fully
you fully
torqued.
torqued about?
I was gonna say it, but like,
Say it.
Just, I hope we keep talking, dude.
Say it. I'm gonna send the Batman meme if you don't.
My fully torqued is my hatred for Nick Wright is fully back. So
There you go.
There you go.
With that weird
I
hair.
don't know if y'all saw
Fake
today.
hair.
He had a list of the greatest quarterbacks ever. He doesn't do a list. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed how he does it. He does a pyramid.
Oh, just do a list.
Yeah, like really weird. Like I don't know what he is, but he always claims that he's like a person of color. But like,
I have no idea what
the
he
way
is.
he talks about it is like you sound like you're 99% white. So like no one cares.
Who did he have number one?
About it, don't you think it's kind of that's kind of pushing it to use a pyramid to talk about sports' greatest players? That's all I'm saying. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
Was there anything weird about his pyramid?
Yeah, I'm about to look it up real quick.
Okay.
Who's laughing the most right now? Is it Mason?
Yeah.
So it was. Number one, he put Tom Brady.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
but
I'm gonna push
we
back
all
on
know
that.
that he's thrown Tom Brady in the dirt before. So that's something that's that he's going to do so he doesn't get drug in the dirt because he knows he will, because he's trying to take this list very seriously. So the second level with two people is Peyton Manning, Joe Montana. Okay, that's fine.
That's fair.
You can make that. Yeah.
This is where it starts getting a
I
little
would
weird.
probably do that.
Third level, three people. John Elway,
I'm okay with that.
Okay, yeah.
Here's where it gets strange. Patrick Mahomes and Dan Marino.
Marino, I'm fine with.
I'm not.
Because no Super Bowls?
Super Bowl.
Yes.
And not a lot of wins.
Yeah, but he never had a defense and people around him.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I've seen Tom Brady win with an offense with,
Chris
a
Hogan and
player playing wideout. You know. So I don't ever want to hear excuses like that.
Yeah.
All right. So the fourth level.
I mean, he always had good defense.
Yes, it's Aaron Rodgers, Roger Staubach, Brett Favre, and Steve Young. Not bad, but I would say those are guys are better than two that are above them.
I was going to say, like, if you were doing the stupid pyramid, who would you put on the third level instead of Mahomes and Marino?
It gets so dumb. Like, this level right here, there's two more levels. So we've got 5, 6... So we got 11 more players. So this is the next 5 right here. All right. Johnny Unitas, which in his time he was really good, but we're talking about quarterbacks who have played today too.
You need to dial it down on the Johnny Unitas hate.
Well.
Okay, who else?
I went to elementary school with his best receiver's grandson.
Got Art Starr.
Fair.
Okay.
Oh.
That was Will.
Some dude named Graham.
Otto Graham,
yeah.
Get him out of here. I can already tell you that dude. Get him out. He played in the 1920s. If you played pre-Nazis, you don't count.
Sure, is Fran Tarkenton on this list?
No.
Dude, where's Brett Favre?
Brett Favre was on the fourth level.
Oh, I missed that.
I forget. It's not a list. It's a pyramid.
But here's the last level. And every one of these guys are better. I would say 5 of the 6. Well, 4 of the 6 for sure are better than everyone on the level in front of them. Drew Brees,
Yes.
Kurt Warner, Troy Aikman, Ben Roethlisberger, Jim Kelly, and Warren Moon.
He didn't have Terry Bradshaw on the list?
No, he did. He had him on the one above that level, on the fourth level.
See, I would have
had Drew Brees where Dan Marino was.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pat Mahomes probably to the 4th or 5th level, and then I probably would have had Ben Roethlisberger on the 3rd level.
Will you make a pyramid for us?
I'll send it to you right now.
No. I want your pyramid. And I want it for next week's podcast.
I don't do pyramids, dude.
Come on, man. Do you do cubes, maybe? Some other three-dimensional shape?
Just something else where there's, like, levels.
Yeah, I want a tier system. I don't want a list.
I saw some. I don't agree with this necessarily,
he named
but
a bunch of like 1950s guys in front of Drew Brees. Like, are you kidding me?
I got it. Do a quarterback ranking horseshoe, where there's 2 at the top, 2 at the next level, 2 at each level, going all the way down until there's one of the worst best players. Quarterback.
I've got better for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Circle.
I'm going to do a best quarterback, top 10 quarterback circle, and you have to figure out where it starts and
a
ends.
top 10 quarterback Venn diagram.
What?
I don't know how it would work.
The left circle is white, the right circle is black, and in the middle is Patrick Mahomes.
yeah. But I was going to say, I don't necessarily agree with this, but I saw somebody today saying that they think Big Ben is greater all time than Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, I mean, Super Bowls.
And like he's ahead of him in like every statistical category too.
That would lead you to believe that he might be better.
Yeah.
Some would say that Matt Ryan is 12 minutes away from being better than Aaron Rodgers. Some would say
or
that.
on the same level.
Nah, I guess not anymore.
Not really
because of the MVP.
Yeah, he has like
but
4
still,
MVPs.
That just blows my mind that he does stuff like this, and like that's the reason I hate Kansas City is because of Nick Ryan. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
He talks about them like they're the greatest team to ever be put on the field.
Yeah.
My Fully Torches, we've entered the only real month of the year, February, 28 days. If you're confused about that, look up the 13th month calendar. It's pretty dope.
The 13th month.
13-month calendar. It's 13 months. All of them have 28 days, and there's one day at the
Oh,
end
I
of the
saw-
year.
I
that's
saw
just
somebody
on
saying
its own.
that. Yeah.
It's pretty
I
dope.
can always count on the Starling to teach me something outrageous.
I thought you were saying it was the only month that mattered.
'Cause of
for
Black
something
History
else,
Month?
Yeah.
Shout out Black History Month. We haven't said that yet. Kind of troubling that we waited
Yeah.
45 minutes into the podcast to shout
50
out.
minutes.
50 minutes into the
We
podcast.
said
and shout
30
out,
minutes or less.
Shout out
After
Black
we talk
History
about
Month.
Like being racist.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What is Nick Wright?
Whoa!
Whoa.
Sherm said it first.
Sherm did say it. Tell you what, Sherm, because of that, you have to have prepared a 5-minute speech on the history of Black history.
Wright is a partial Polish Jewish descent.
Get him out of here.
He
We
also
can still
has
make fun of
Irish
Polish people,
and
right?
Italian ancestry. I don't believe that for a second.
I don't know.
None of that.
Can we still make fun of Polish people? I figure we can, but since World War II, maybe they've been a little sensitive. Because the
There's another
Blitzkrieg,
thing he also
Yeah, like
does,
they were like the
because
first
he married a woman who's
Yeah.
black.
ones that
He,
made it.
big time.
like,
Yeah.
I can talk about black people. That's what he does.
Yeah, I don't know.
He does it.
Okay, well, we're going to end it now because we went 21 minutes past what we said we were going to do. So,
Will's being weird.
All right.
okay, well, we'll do it again next week. We'll do the
Super
Super Bowl
Bowl.
preview. So,
And next week's the last week of picks.
yeah, it's true.
What do you want to do? You want to do 2 to 4 again?
Yeah.
2 to 4, yeah.
I got to see how far away from. Yeah, let's do 4 because I need 4 more. I need
2 to
I need-
4.
Yeah,
I'm
2 to
probably not
4.
gonna do 4.
2 to 4. I need to go 4-0 to get to 500 to end the year.
Okay. Well, then just do that. Okay, that's it. We'll do it again next week. We'll
All
see
right.
y'all.
Lord willing.